How's it going, everyone? So check this out. I am being bullied on this goat Discord. The admin is threatening to ban me because I want to play just Baggio Control. So what will we do now? We will play some Baggio. I hope you are all ready. This will be a live game because I will play while commentating. I don't have the old replays. You probably saw how Baggio Control utterly obliterated Randage's Gatling Turbo deck. And now we will obliterate some DB randoms as well. So this is the Baggio Control version that I'm using right now. Let's just join and hope for a fast game, maybe something interesting, I don't know. So we are in. Of course, the Baggio Control will always win rock, paper, scissors, and let's just see. Intimate. Sorry. So we open this hand. I'm thinking it feels like we don't want to set Sangan now because we want his search. We don't have any other monsters. We also have premature to revive the Sangan later. And we can set Torrential because why not? Also, it's a blind matchup. Also, I just noticed he has 0 cards in his extra deck, and also he has 42 cards in his main deck. So we have no idea what we're facing. And of course, but we will soon notice that Double Trinity is no match for Baggio Control. So this deck runs Serpent, 2 Abyss Soldiers, Giant Rat, Muka Muka. No, actually, I'm sorry, but this is a fake Baggio Control deck because we don't run we don't run Enrage but Muka Muka here. We just have instead we have the Lily. So I have to think about whether or not we are totally trying to meme in this matchup, or are we trying to actually play seriously. I think we'll try to play seriously, so this is why. This is the version of Baggio Control that I made, that I think it's, you know, the optimized version. We don't play Dummy Golem, we don't play Ordeal of Traveler and stuff like that. But now we have to use Nobleman. We are afraid of Magician. So this is some kind of flip-flop deck, and the fact that he set Mask of Darkness must mean that he has some reactive traps in his back row. So probably something like battle traps like Sakuretsu Armor or even Ring of Destruction. And probably this deck runs Solemn Judgments. Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck did I do? Excuse me. Come on. So we are just attacking, it goes through, everything is fine. I don't know if he runs Dust Tornadoes or not. If he does run them, then it would make sense that we try to bait some of them with Book of Moon, because this Torrential will be really valuable to us, I believe. So we have a Floating Sangan, so I think we can summon a beast next to it and try to attack. That's unfortunate. So now he uses so I think I'll just go for red because it's Baggio. Serpent is totally useless. What will you do in the face of the rat? Sack. What the fuck? Return to the hand. Or... okay, so this doesn't do anything, so we can just take damage. Maybe not so much damage. So let's see, what are they saying? Nothing. Using second effect. No, so, you know, in Code Control, Sinister Serpent actually has more uses like Tree Metamorphosis and Charity and Tribe Infecting Virus. But in this deck it only has Abyss Soldiers. So one of them was just banished, so that's one of the reasons why I think not adding Serpent was a bit better. But now he actually... this is interesting. I'm thinking we try to breaker the new set and attack. Solemn Judgment on the summon. We will just pass now and see what happens. So it's Testalus, but I will still use Torrential. Sadly, he discarded our red, so this is why I have to use Torrential. So now you're +1, even though that he went to Trinity. And now we will try to out-Baggio him. And maybe we will take some paprika chips. Oh no, he has Sakuretsu. Now he will try to brick our top deck. And it's red, so it will go to the bottom, of course. I hope that you enjoy this ASMR or whatever it's called, when people do some stupid sounds very close to the microphone. So if this spot resolves, we are pretty happy. I guess we're still pretty happy. I think we can just just try to heavy whatever. Yeah. So it's time to draw Liliana from the top deck and go for the game. Oh, we got Asura. This is the newest addition to the Baggio. Because it complements creature swap in the main deck. It complements Dust Tornadoes. And basically, I really like this card. What I put out instead was Medusa Worm because... because Medusa Worm, it's kind of weird in non-Pac-Man decks because you want to protect it, but if you protect it with battle traps, then it doesn't have anything to destroy. So it's just shitty all the time, most of the time. So the Baggio claims the first victim. Let's try to quickly do another one. Skilled White is a guy from Discord. So hello, Skilled White. So this is a pretty good hand. Of course, we will go with Lakuda and Ring. These guys are all targets for Giant Red, of course. So this is the worst thing that can happen. Fucking Sangan, I hate it. Of course this will happen. But we draw some more protection, I guess. Breaker. Here I don't want... I don't like Torrential, so I want Breaker right now. Just attack and, you know, set. I can set Magician of Fate because we'll almost surely use Book of Moon. But you know, Torrential on Sinister Serpent is still bad now. Oh, so our Book of Moon survived, which means we will be able to stop Thousand Eyes. But hopefully he doesn't have Air Knight Parshat to follow up this play. Because if he does... Let's see, he wants to take the other set, but we say no. So there is no follow-up. So of course, I think the more valuable thing to add right now is the random draw. It's more valuable than the book. And then maybe we can draw Trinity, use Trinity, and then add back Trinity. So we will start with this. Draw. We didn't draw Trinity. But now we will just poke the books, I guess. I mean, add the book and poke the Thousand Eyes. So he has Torrential now. That's okay. We can we can do this. He has Serpent, which we can deal with the Nobleman. Lily cannot be destroyed by battle, so we will only set this Book of Moon now. But he also doesn't have Heavy Storm because... Yeah, I'm going to go to the bet that he doesn't have Heavy Storm. Famous last words. Fuck it, this fucking shit. I hate it. Of course, we are getting our ass kicked by our own cards. Ain't that funny? Let's see. If he doesn't have any back row, we can win next turn. So we have the Snatch. The set monster is the Serpent. We will just go for it. Did I point at the ring? No, I pointed at Snatch. Probably he wants to ring on the summon. I guess. So he can't use the Lily effect again, and maybe we can just stall some turns and gain some life. But yeah, so we get Tornado. This could be very useful. This deck runs 3 Dust Tornadoes, and Dust Tornado is a really good card, especially in these kinds of deck that use swap. He gets a Merchant, that's okay. He gets Mirror Force. Let's see if he sets 1 or 2 back rows. So he wants to attack us. We still can. So one is Mirror Force, one is something else. So we can do this play. I can attack with Asura. He will Mirror Force it, then we Dust on Snatch, and then we attack with Lily. God damn it, he has Mirror Force as well. So we will just gain some more life, I think. We will suck with, and basically we just gain 400 for this exchange, except if he decides to put some of them in defense. No, he attacks, so we just gain 400. We will be gaining some more life, I guess. So now we have to chain. And it goes to us. So now Merchant will go to defense. He sets another card. We get Giant Red. So we'll just attack with... No, we can... If you just attack, he will loop it. But if we use swap... I think we can... we can try to let him do one loop and then maybe attack for game next turn. He lets it go. This is really interesting. So, do you guys like eating chips? Very unhealthy food. So let's see. Torrential is gone. Mirror Force is here. So we have to play around mirror force, what else? So we will do it like this. I realize this is a misplay. We should have just put Abyss Soldier in attack. Let Lily wait face down and attack with Abyss. Because now, I mean, it's okay. We feel safe. But let's just go with Sangan. So he finally mirrors it, but now we can get the Serpent and use it with Abyss Soldier. And we win. We don't have a side, but we don't need it. So you guys, you know, me and Rendich, we wanted to host a tourney today. The winner would get a signed card by Baggio on the dummy golem, but I guess you missed your chance. It might have been your only chance. So next time make sure to sign up. So you know, situations like this are perfect timing to set a Dust Tornado and try to bait his breaker. But unfortunately, it's just Asura. So now, in situations like this, this is very likely to be second Dust, of course, because he also feels the same way. But now we have to kill Asura, so I think I'll just go for the ring. And if the second set was Dust Tornado, this means that the first set is Scapegoat. Almost certainly. He discarded Serpent and Metamorphosis. I can't find a reason to discard Metamorphosis, especially. So he uses Book. We just are running out. I mean, we don't have we don't have any any monsters. I don't know. I wish we had a monster right now, though. We can still try to force breaker with another set Dust here, so let's do that. He's also at his hand limit very far. We will just try to stall as much as we can. They are stalling right now, perfectly fine. So you know, when you have less cards than your opponent, your interest is to collect more cards, to not trade them, and vice versa. When you have more cards than your opponent, you want to trade them, because you know, if the game reaches the state with opponent on 0 cards, you on 4 cards, you are winning. But if the game state is you at 10 cards, opponent at 6 cards, then it's not so easy to win anymore. So I want to set now something that I can use before using Heavy Storm. But You know, the only card like this is Nobleman, but he will surely use some back row, some distraction on it. But let's just try it anyway. And he doesn't. So this is pretty cool. So this means probably that he top decked a tribute monster, and now he wants to go for Serpent and then tribute it next turn. I wish we set a book now. We could use book and knock and then this at 7 still. Right, because he booked the Asura, right. So let's just Torrential is okay. No, okay, let's try for the pro play again. So we will book it, we will knock it, then no tributes. This is very annoying now, but let's just knock it. So far he hasn't blind MST'd any of our back rows, so now I feel like setting heavy now, and we are not worried about breaker because we have Book of Moon. So fades are gone. Let's see if he sets another one, but sets another one. Get a premature. We'll try setting. We can bait his knocks, I guess. I mean, actually no, this is wrong, because Fate is our only flip monster, so if Fate is gone, then we can try to make all of his knocks dead, so shouldn't have set it. Now I guess we can finally use our book in a meaningful way, and maybe he will set some back row and then we get a heavy. This will be a really fun heavy if it goes through like this. Hopefully he won't tribute now. Oh, yeah, no, this is sad. Very bad now. 2 back rows are gone. So our heavy is less meaningful now, but I guess he will set new back rows anyway. 7 in hand, one is... None of them is Serpent, so... Let's see. So unfortunately he sets a monster, and we get a breaker. This is kind of upsetting, but this is the 1000 eyes. I really don't like this now, but I think I will just go. You know, his goals are dead at least, that's something, but his set is probably Merchant. We also lose to Snatch Steal, we lose everything. This is, I mean, it's so bad. Alright, Serpent, now he'll use Snatch still, because, you know, when you have a breaker with a counter on, then every time it will get snatched. Even if the snatch is already in graveyard, I don't know, they will just draw a second snatch, believe me. So, you know, you sometimes don't want to set Sakuretsu behind breaker because of snatch. But if you don't set Sakuretsu, then you will get Tsukuyomi. So you can never win. So setting, summoning breaker without counter, it's really weird. Probably shouldn't be done very often. So he just goes for the safety, I guess. Sets more back row. Oh shit, it's empty. Oh shit. I mean, let's just scoop it. Okay, now let's try to win this match. It's actually a standard gold control deck, so if we can win this, then we know that Baggio is the best deck of all time. I think we go with Sentry first to bounce them. Now I have a feeling he will go meta Serpent. No. He just spanks. He plays around Morphing Jar by setting a card first. It's okay. It could be anything. Or just duo. That's fine. We will get rid of, I think, Exiled. So now we can try to jar him back. We have good back row to do it. We just set these two. You know, this Morphing Jar looks pretty normal set. He has one, we have two. Pack rows, we set a monster. Everything's fine. He books it. Sets one, passes. So we can make a +2 now. But the question is, do we want to bounce it first and then jar? I think so. Because the threat of Torrential is not real. Because if he had Torrential, then he would not booked his monster. That must surely be true. But now oh no, he uses. Okay, we will just counter. I think I just cheated because I just set this Dust Tornado. but okay. So one weakness about Morphing Jar in decks that don't use tribute summons is this, that when you do it, you can't get rid of it as effectively as you can with, for example, Air Knight per shot. But still, this is good back row. I don't feel like setting anything. Too bad we could have duoed his pot. So the only thing that we are afraid now, right, is some kind of torrential. Because we have a good field presence, we have Book of Moons, we have Dust Tornadoes. This is something random that he just wanted to save. He was holding it and he wanted to save. But we are at advantage. Pretty clear advantage right now. But also the second thing we worry about is another Morphing Jar resolution. But you know, we can actually try to resolve Jar again. Okay, so Torrential is gone. Now we can do the Breaker, Pop, Book and Jar again. For a very big advantage. So yeah, we will just set it and Jar again. Now we are feeling pretty good. But sadly his Heavy Storm is still in the game, so Heavy Storm might actually be bad for us. Unless we use... I'm thinking about using Creature Swap on Morphing Jar to trade and attack. Would this work? I mean, he has both Tsukuyomis left and a Heavy Storm, so maybe I will actually just do that, yeah. I think I will. But sadly, is it a game if no, it's not a game. So we have to give me Jar. Well, so yeah, I did this play because I was afraid that he would use Tsukuyomi Heavy and reset the field again with my own Morphing Jar. He has 6 cards now, we have 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. He doesn't have Mirror, Torrential and BLS anymore. So his hand is 100% Tsukuyomis and Metamorphosis. So in the future we will have to deal with that. And not very pleasantly, I guess, because, you know, Metamorphosis is a problem to every deck that doesn't run their own Tsukuyomis, and that's why every deck that is not God Control or Chaos Control has to run usually dedicated outs to Metamorphosis, which usually is some kind of combination of Book of Moon and Compulsory. but I just have 3 Book of Moon and also well Exiled, but it's not the best out of them all, but it's an out. He will kill our 4 Golem now and our Torrential. But now we are still in an advantage. We could try to go for game. His Z is likely to be Saku and Goats, the same probability. But I want to try to go let's just go very aggressively here. Okay, so we get Heavy Storm and then we go for Tribe. This is also good. So yeah, we win here. Actually, we also have Ring if this doesn't go through. But okay, let's see. Lily will make is 3004. That means Lily is 1800, and then this is 3400, and this is then 4800 damage if you crash red. So 1800 at Lily and 2004. Yeah, that's the game then. So let's do it. So we could have used Baggio Control for ranked because it's 3 wins. And that's it for this video, boys. It's a bit long. I hope that you enjoyed it. Until next time.